Number 3, we call it Quick Look. Quick Look's great. Quick Look lets you instantly preview files without opening applications. Right? You want to see what's in a file. You don't want to open the application. You just want to check it out. It works with, of course, all the popular file types: text, images, movies, PDFs, Word documents, Excel documents. And if you've got a document type that doesn't work with it, it's a plug-in model, you can easily add it, and you get full screen preview. So you're sitting here in the Finder, you want to make sure that's the PDF that you're looking for. Boom, you can take a look at it. That's it. And let me go ahead and show this to you. So we're going to go back to the Finder. I'm going to go into Documents right here. And I'm going to pick this. I've got this PDF here right at the beginning. Let's use that one, I guess. And all I do is hit the space bar, and boom, there it is. And I am now looking through my PDF. Right? Without launching a viewer app or anything else. Boom, boom, boom. Keynote presentation. Boom, there it is. And I just click through the slides. Make sure this is what I want. Boom, there it goes. And I can even do these things full screen if I want to, which I'll show you in a second. Let's see, there's an Excel document here. There it is right there. This is an Excel document. Open it up, take a look at it. It's multi-page. I can take a look at all the pages. I don't know if this one is or not. Nope. But if it was, I could look at all the pages, look at Word documents, anything I want to do. So let's go ahead and I've got one of my little trailer for one of my favorite movies right here, Ratatouille. And of course, we could just play it right in here as I showed you, but we can just hit the space bar and get a quick look at it. And I can even make it full screen if I want.
Chefs in the world. All my life, I've wanted to be one of them. You may think that's a strange dream for a rat, but...
So, this is how I can rapidly look at files to make sure they're what I want. Say, is this what I wanted? You know? Take a look at it full screen to make sure I have 2 or 3 of the same thing. Yep, that's the one I want. And rapidly examine these things. That is Quick Look. All right? So a great companion to the Finder, to other applications in Leopard. Number 4, Leopard is 64-bit, top to bottom. Not only does it have the 64-bit underpinnings in Unix, but we've taken them all the way up through Cocoa. And so Leopard really will be the first time that 64-bit goes mainstream in the PC world. Again, all the way up through Cocoa, and one version of Leopard runs 32-bit and 64-bit apps side by side, optimized for each. We do not have a 32-bit version of Leopard and a separate 64-bit version of Leopard. It's one version. So if you write a 64-bit app, you can be guaranteed it will run on every version of every copy of Leopard out there. And that's why this is going to be the first time that 64-bit goes mainstream. Because you can be guaranteed that 64-bit apps run on every copy of Leopard out there. And it's very, very cool. So let me show it to you now. We've got an app that we've written. It's sort of a little shootout between 32 bits and 64 bits. And so what we have is we've got a 32-bit version and a 64-bit version of the same app. And this app is going to load in a giant photograph. See, we've got our 32-bit app on the left and our 64-bit app on the right. And they're loading in a Library of Congress photograph, which is 4 gigabytes in size. It's 32K by 32K pixels, over 1 billion pixels. And it cannot, the 32-bit app cannot keep this whole thing in memory at once. So it's going to have to be going to the disk to perform operations on it, is where the 64-bit version of the app can. And we're going to see the difference. So I've got my photograph here. And let me just zoom in on this just to show you that how dense this photograph is, right? It's a very dense photograph. Very large, a lot of pixels here. So what we're going to do is I've taken this photograph, and it's not quite right, the white balance isn't right, and we can run a few filters on it and clean it up. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And you can see the CPU and disk usage here. And you can see how fast, how much faster the 64-bit version is running. And you can see its disk usage. It's got the whole image in disk, so it doesn't have to go to the disk, as where the 32-bit version is going to the disk constantly. And so we're done in 28.48 seconds. Let me just show you that it actually touched every pixel inside here, cleaned up all the books. Let me do something else that's kind of fun. While this other one's finishing, I'll put a stamp on this that says Library of Congress. And again, this is just not a simple piece of text. This goes very deep into the bits. As we zoom in, you'll see that it's all the way in. And we've done all of this in time that's quite a bit shorter than the other app is going to take to complete here. And it's just one example, a simple app, that shows you the benefits of having 64 bits, top to bottom in the system, where you can address tons of memory. And there we have it, 81.64 seconds versus 28 seconds on the 64-bit version. All right. And we're seeing a real need for 64 bits, not just in scientific computation. We're hearing a lot from those guys, of course, but we're hearing a lot more and more in the professional arts, whether it's animation or high end of the Photoshop market. We're hearing it quite a bit. So we're hoping that this is going to really help all those people. And please remember that almost every computer we ship is 64-bit capable. So this is going to run great on almost every Mac we ship. All right, 64 bits. Number 5, core animation. Now, as you know, we've provided you core audio, core image, core video over time. Core animation completes that suite. It's automatic animation. Very, very simple to use, very easy to add, tremendous high production value to your applications, text, images, video, OpenGL. And again, very high production values, very low effort to add it. You can compose things as scenes of layers, and it automatically brings in the GPU acceleration. It's pretty cool. So let me give you a demo of this. Now, for a demo, our graphics team took if you've seen Apple TV, there's a little movie we play at the beginning of it just to get you in the right mood. And so they took that movie and made it into an interactive application here in a very short period of time. And so here's an application that's just got a bunch of video playing. It looks a lot like what we ship with Apple TV, except it's live and interactive. So I can just go in here and click anywhere, and I zoom into that video and zoom into this, and any video I want to. Right? But it's even cooler because I can search for things. All these videos have tags on them, so I'm going to search for water. All the videos have anything to do with water. So when I type W, you can see all these videos coming out. So here's all the videos that have anything to do with water, and we can see this stuff. It's kind of cool. And then I could type fish as well. And there's only one that has to do with water and fish. So that's kind of cool. But again, you can see the interactive nature of this app. Let me try Amazon. There's all the ones that have anything to do with A. So here's all the ones that have to do with the Amazon. And again, it's pretty cool. And this was written very, very quickly. And you can see what core animation can do for you. I think there was one more, had something to do with the beach. And again, we can see all the videos that have anything to do with the beach. All right, so that's what I wanted to show you with core animation. And here we go. I don't know how long our graphics group took to create that, but it wasn't very long. And it shows you what you can do with a little bit of effort with core animation, add tremendous production value, and really cool functionality to your apps with core animation.